Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. Each week, we try to bring you these wonderful messages of inspiration directly in the words of our Lord. All of his messages are available on my YouTube channel. It's in my name, Barry Strohm. There's a wealth of information and messages up there now. So, our Father is here. I know he has got a new message for you today, so let us begin. Hello, everyone. Yes, as Barry has said, I come to you every week, and I've been doing this now for over a year and a half. I've brought many messages forward. Barry has even incorporated many of them into a book that is available for purchase that you could read a message a day, and it would be a great inspirational message for you. Today, I want to talk to you about inspiration. What does it take to inspire you? What does it take to motivate you? What does it take for you to live a life that follows my words? What could possibly inspire you to make you change your way of life? I would hope that it's the understanding that heaven truly exists and that you're going to join me in my heaven and that you're going to be there for quite a while. You see, your souls have been in my heaven for many, many billions, yes, billions of years. Compare a human life of, say, 80 years to billions of years. It's pretty insignificant. That should be your inspiration. You should understand that your human life is but a stepping stone to helping you improve your position in the realms of my heaven. The more that you follow my words and the more that you serve me, the higher you will be in the realms. When you get back over, and you will get back over, check with some of the people in the realms that are below you. They will be very envious of your position. Now, you cannot go up in the realms to visit, but if you have friends in the realms that are above you, ask them to come down and tell you what it's like. Trust me, when you speak with them, they will inspire you. I'm God, and I truly don't understand many times what it takes to inspire humans. Why would anybody want to follow evil, have that evil ruin what they do, what they've earned in heaven, and wind up in a lower realm? What in the world does inspire somebody like that? Well, it's their free will. They can be misled many ways with their free will. They can be talked to by evil people, and there are many, many evil people out there. You cannot trust the motives of people. They will tell you one thing and do something else. You see, they can't hide that from us. We understand everything that takes place on this side. It is very important that you are properly inspired in your life. You should be inspired to teach your children the best that you can teach them, and that is teaching them my simple words. If you can lay a foundation in a child so that that child does not do anything to anybody else and it does not want done to himself or herself, then you've laid an incredible foundation with that child. If you watch a small child with a toy, and I'm going to use the example of a brother and sister, in all probability, if that child has a toy, The brother or sister will reach over and grab it out of its hand, and then the child will scream and cry, and rightfully so. Well, that's a perfect example of the golden rule. You want everybody to be treated the same. I do. I hope you do. But there are many that don't. There are many that feel superior. There are many that think they're better than somebody else. There are many that think they're a lot smarter than somebody else. If you've listened to some of Barry's shows, you realize that many of the most intelligent people did not believe in me. That's because they couldn't prove that I exist. They did not have faith. Faith should be your inspiration, one of your inspirations. Faith in me is the light that guides you on your path of life. If you do not have that light to follow, then you're going to make many, many mistakes in your life. When you believe in me, there's many, many sources of help available to you. Your guides, my angels, my holy saints and spirits, myself. If you do not believe in any of that, then you have no guidance. So you're like a car that is in drive without having a driver in the seat. It'll go anywhere it wants. Faith uses the simile of being the driver behind the wheel. Once you have faith, then the car will be directed properly. Faith is a wonderful inspiration. Faith should lead you down the path that you should follow. But if you don't have faith, then you're inspired by something else. And in all probability, money, power, greed, all of the things related to evil. Faith should keep you on the path of, I'll refer to it as righteousness. It's probably not the best word, but churches like to use that word a lot. So I know you're all familiar with it if you've ever walked through the door of a religious institution. I like to refer to it as simply doing good and using common sense. Common sense is one of the best gifts that I have ever given humans. But when you use common sense, sometimes it is very difficult to offset the effects of free will and ego. Free will and ego have destroyed billions of souls through the years. Faith can save that. I want you to feel inspired this morning. I want you to know that I'm very real, that I am actually talking to you this morning, and that my heaven exists. Rising in the realms of heaven should be enough inspiration for you. Now, you don't understand all the implications of that as a human. But when your short life is over and you close your eyes as a human the last time, you will start to understand why I spoke of heaven as this great inspiration. What does it take to inspire you? Many people are inspired by evil. Some people are inspired by drugs, alcohol, things that will ruin their life. They think that that is the be all and the end all, and that small moment of what they call euphoria or whatever they call it is worthwhile. Well, addiction is never worthwhile. Addiction will lead to depression. Depression leads to suicide. And suicide is absolutely never the answer. Be inspired by all of the beauty that's around you. Those are all miracles. As you progress and are able to travel to other planets, you understand that the Earth is one of the most beautiful planets that I've ever provided. I knew that humans were going to have a lot of problems, so they might as well have a beautiful planet to live on. Sometimes people are inspired by the beauty of the planet, and that's a good thing. Those people will try to care for the Earth and avoid polluting it. Many people could care less. If they could make an extra buck by polluting the waters, then so be it. There's a lot of water. Well, you also find out you can run out of that as well. There are many things that should inspire you, and hopefully taking care of the planet is one of them. I tell you each week that I love each and every human soul. That should inspire you to love others. If I can love people that speak against me, lead others away from me, then you should be able to love as well. Many people abuse the love of an individual. They can take advantage of you. You have to be wise. You have to understand. I've talked to you many times about the difference between information and knowledge. Faith and information can lead you to great knowledge. Information alone will never lead you to wisdom. Many people just simply cannot be inspired by good. Many people, and that we speak of this every week, many people accumulate great wealth but cannot be inspired to help others with it. They have so much more money than they could ever use, their families can use. Great wealth brings much sadness to those people, much unhappiness. You see, greed can make people very unhappy because they're always lusting for what others have. Be inspired by what you have. Be inspired by inner happiness. If you believe in me, you have an inner happiness. You may not totally realize it. Faith in me is all you really need as inspiration. Because once you have that faith, a lot of good things happen for you. You are led wisely here on earth. Your guides will praise you when you return for living a good life. And you will advance in my realms of heaven. What more could you want? What more do you need for inspiration? There is nothing good about evil. We don't allow it over in heaven. Evil is just something that exists on earth. It also exists on other planets, but I'm just referring to earth because I don't think you need a reference beyond that. I try each week to inspire you. I try to speak words that will help lead you, help make you happier. And I try to speak words that will give you guidance. That is why I do this. I ask each of you to try to go out and bring somebody else to hear my words. If each of you contacted one person, and that person contacted a person, Within a year, everyone on earth would understand my messages. Now, I'm not naive. I do understand humans far better than any of you understand yourselves. I want you to be inspired by love, by faith, by all things good. I want you to walk away from evil, turn your back on it. It's a darkness you do not need in your life. I want you simply to listen to my simple messages and try to live by those words. You'll find it's actually much easier living by my words than by the evilness. When people lie, it's hard to remember what they say. If you tell the truth is always easy to remember because that is the way of things. Happiness lies in the truth. Sadness will follow lies. I want you to consider my words as inspiration this week. In quiet moments, just sit and think a little bit about how you can make yourself happier by showing love to others. So I'll be back again next week. I want to thank all of you that listen. I know each and one of you are good people. Spread the words, spread the happiness, and you'll find that you're much happier as well. And that's what I want for you. Happiness through faith, faith through inspiration. So thank you once again for listening. We'll be back again next week, and we will indeed have another message. I bless all of you. Goodbye. Thank you, Father. Another wonderful message. We will be back again next week. He gave you a promise, so we'll be here. Tell others, make them find happiness and faith as well. So thank you and goodbye.